Yeah, you already know the deal. You already know the vibe. We are still continuing to talk about, conversate with the Carmelo Anthony case, which innocent. I believe he's innocent of M1. Um, I could care less about what anyone says or thinks. It's just the ridiculousness that's coming from these people is just driving me up the wall. But I know I'm already late, so let me go ahead and presenting to you another clip. It's the same. It's the same one, mind you. Same stadium, same clip, but something I should have noticed in the clip where it we need to start questioning some of these things. And this is the reason why I think the defense lawyer, Mike Mike Howard, he did a terrible freaking job. I don't want to hear shit about the parents. Carmelo's defense team did a shitty job, and this is used for a mistrial. He should get another try with a defense attorney. Watch this. Just, without further ado, just watch the clip.
Okay. So I seen Carmelo like leave from underneath the tent, and there's still a scuffle under here. Pay attention. It looks like Hunter pushed Austin, or another boy pushed Hunter into Austin, and then Austin then tumbles down, kicking this girl on the way down. The girl in yellow poncho gets kicked. I'm gonna play it for you.
Pay attention, guys, because now listen, I love it because I missed this. You are going to see Carmelo take off. Remember, let's put it together. They at some point chased them, but they were still fighting. These fools were swinging so hard, or whatever it was that they were doing, that I think now what we're learning is that they started fighting each other. But listen to what the lady says.
Yes, right here, boom.
There go Carmelo. Keep in mind, watch it. Carmelo is pushed out of the back. Remember, they done threw him out the back. We saw the fists and everything that was flying. But listen to what she says. She does a great job.
So now, take your eyes off of Carmelo.
Look at Carmelo. But pay attention to what's happening under the tent. Remember, Carmelo done ran off.
Underneath that tent, they're still tussling. I don't know if you missed it. It was
under the tent as Carmelo done ran off. They were still tussling. Listen to what she says, guys.
Very quick.
Tell him Melo's already dipped up a couple steps.
See? And then looks like Austin and the girl in the yellow poncho fell. He's long gone.
What was in that trash can?
More under the tent to show them where Melo steps up before they go pushing each other?
Yes, I got you.
I'm trying to talk while you're doing this. I'm just asking.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm sorry. I keep pressing the pause button. Okay, here we go. Is this 222? Okay, 221, right here. So he's...
You guys, look, they're still fighting under the tent. Carmelo is out. Like, somehow they done threw him out the back. But I believe although we know they lied in court, they did say, I don't remember the exact words, I'll have to look it up, but they did not know that he was gone. You know, they were fighting. I mean, they were throwing some bowls because we know his face was swollen. But listen to this.
How many steps he's up, Chris, already?
And they were still tussling underneath this tent while he's been
gone. Steps. He went up 5 steps, y'all. Look! Oh!
What was in that trash can?
Yes. And that happened, and because I have another speculation about that too, because the boy had went back to the trash can as the coach and Carmelo was walking.
We're going to get into the trash can. People have been talking about the trash can. What was thrown in the trash can? If Carmelo was who they say he was and what he say he did, what was threw or taken out of the garbage can.
Y'all want me to play that too? Okay, got you. Okay, let me try to find it really quick because I did. Okay, it has to be right here.
I don't believe he murdered him. I do not believe. No way. There is no way. When you're going through all that, you're going through all this, you're getting pushed around, you're getting shoved around, you're getting beat up. And then you find a way to escape, and then you run down a flight of bleachers. And they're still fighting in the tent. Where was the bag? Where was the knife? That's my question. Let's continue.
Okay, this is so that the first one was 222 to 227.
Yeah,
this is okay. Boom, right here.
Real quick, y'all. They were fighting so hard to realize Melo gone.
Right, off of adrenaline. So 423. Pay attention to this boy right here. You see how he kind of moonwalks back? Now Carmelo and Coach, he sees that they're out of frame. He picks up that fallen trash can, digs in the trash can, goes back to where he was standing, and then puts something in his pockets.
Now watch how quick he disappears. Watch. Yeah, watch him. Watch him. You'll see. He's gonna start dipping. Watch.
He's gonna go from all the way over there to all the way down here, out of frame.
He'll start walking quick.
Right there, right there.
There he goes.
Look at him running.
He knew they were not looking at him, so that's when he took off, Chris.
So listen, go back.
Okay. To where he was digging in the trash can. Okay.
Keep playing. So what's when they walk Melo through? What's the other guy running behind Melo and Coach? Now when they going back to the right, when they going back.
Okay, keep watching because it might.
Yo, question. Like I said, I mean, of course they're gonna reveal the footage later. What was in that trash can? and where's the rest of the video? You see what I mean when I say this was a mistrial? And they often do most black kids that way, but most of y'all don't give a shit about that. But this video was fairly edited, but they caught something. They caught this, and I wasn't even paying attention. So that's my fault. I wasn't even paying attention to the video, even though I saw it 3 times. I was looking at still shot through still shot frame. And then I noticed the little white strip. The little white strip meaning they were editing this thing hard. They went from a Pacific time frame and just skipped the whole time frame. You have to go back to the beginning of it. Let's continue.
I'd be after he dumped in the trash can then.
He is, I seen him. Chris is making a copy, I think.
Okay. So that's the boy that dug in the trash can.
So you see what it is right there?
He's
holding
paying.
somebody back.
So that was to be said that EP was right here. Some girl said that. But I wanted to show Chris that boy, he saw that they were no longer paying attention to him. That boy that picked up whatever was out that trash can, he ran all the way out of frame. There was no more to be seen this whole video.
After they seen him, yeah. Exactly.
Thank you. Yes. Nobody stopped this boy because he looks to be YT. They are not even paying attention to him.
And he's got a lighter skin color.
I don't know if you are white or black, but I think you need to watch your mouth, man. I think you need to just, if you believe what you believe, and that's fine, but don't come over here on my stream talking all that bullshit. Just state your statement, state whatever is factual to you, because what you believe is what you believe. I don't have to agree with what you agree with, homie. I don't have to do that. I believe the boy is innocent due to what we are seeing. And if you see something different, that's cool. That's cool with you. But don't come over here. Don't come over here doing all that, player. Don't do that. Do that on somebody else's live stream. Do that. Go to Officer Tantrum and state and cheer on and coon cheer with him. Go cheer with Officer Tatum. Go cheer with those other 3 black kids who believe Carmelo Anthony is guilty. Go over there. Don't come over here with that bullshit, bruh. If you believe that you are in a free country, which you ain't, then that's your belief. My beliefs are not required to believe what you believe.
Listen, guys.
Idiot.
This video, if they would show the real video, it exonerates Carmelo Anthony. I said this when they started playing with the evidence. Let's think about this for a moment. I know some of you guys are going to say he admitted it. Show me where he say, I poked that boy. He didn't say that. They were saying, I think it was something to the tune of, we have the alleged victim. He said it's not alleged, meaning he is him. Never did he say, I did it, okay? Y'all are jumping ahead. If he did this, now if you watch the video a little slower, that boy was already damn near halfway down that thing before that boy came out of there. As Carmelo was thrown out, because we knew they threw him out, because the witnesses that I had on last night said he crawled out. But in this video, it looks like he ran out. Of course, we know it was edited because they really don't want us to know what happened.
Thank you.
Listen to this, guys. We see those boys tussling. I said from the get-go, I said, I believe that there was a weapon involved, but I don't believe it was a weapon that Carmelo had. We know his record.
Shouts out to Lakeisha.
Know his parents. They're not white trash like these folks. Let's just call it what it is. Now, if Carmelo's parents was trash, I would tell you, but they're not, okay? They're not. They are good people, very good people, because, honey, it could never be me, okay? I'm going to go toe-to-toe and win every time, okay? I don't play those type of games. I'm not nice. Don't think that I'm nice. I can be nice, but I'm really not nice. But let's get into it. Think about this for a second. There was a tussle. Somebody pushed somebody into somebody. That person had the weapon. That is what I think happened. But instead of them taking responsibility, it is better for them to put it on the black boy because they think less of us anyway. That's why I keep telling people, stop putting your children out in these white folk schools, okay? Stop doing it. Look at what happened to Carmelo. I do not believe he did this. If he did this, guys, they would have been showed the video, editing the video, doing all of this. And then after trying to figure out myself, like, okay, well, why? You know, their father is poor white trash. Okay, why would you do it for him? What I've been told is that father is in with a lot of politicians and they all do crooked stuff. Okay, so I've been told that he has something on them. And therefore, by him having something on them, they're going to do whatever he asks. I don't know what he has on them. But although they manipulated the hell out of this video, you know, us good, smart, classy folks, we going to figure it out. Now, we are going to come back live because we got to talk about this. And like I've been telling y'all from the beginning, well, not from the beginning, because I thought that this is what happened. I just thought that he didn't get a fair trial. But now that they released us a bullshit video, didn't want us to see, and then released us a video, and then going to try to tell us we didn't see what we are seeing, it led me to believe that I don't think he actually did what they said that he did. This video exonerates him.
Nah, you coons are just trying to get at the seat at the table. There's too many coons to count. Too many. Way too many. The boy's innocent. He didn't stab nobody. According to this, what I seen, the murder weapon has to be in the trash can. I'm assuming it has to be in the trash can. Why would you pick up something? Why would you drop something off and then pick it up and then run off? And number two, you're still fighting in the tent. Carmelo's gone. Carmelo's gone. He did not stand up that one time until it was time to go. And he was already gone, and there was still commotion in the tent. That means something else has happened. Allegedly. We won't know because he didn't testify. This was a mistrial. We didn't know because Austin didn't testify. Well, or brother, I'm sorry, Hunter didn't testify. If Hunter testifies, he would be under oath and Carmelo would be under oath. So let's match testimonies. But unfortunately, white juror, white judge, white prosecutor, the defense, your defense lawyers, two of your defense lawyers, one was friends with the prosecutor, which is a conflict of interest, but y'all don't study law. None of you do. So go ahead and hit that like button for me. Go ahead and hit that like button for me so I can shut this idiot up. But his defense, that's a conflict of interest. And plus, he ended up being friends with the judge, who's friends with, I would say, Jeff Metcalf. And it's all online. It's all online.
It would have exonerated him, but I'm thinking with this corrupt system, I'm not sure how this would have worked, as it relates to his behalf. Now, I don't know where the lawyer's at. Listen, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but y'all went to school for all this time. There must be something that we can do, Listen, if I was a lawyer, ain't nothing no would be able to do to me. So I'm just trying to figure out how y'all went to school for so long. And it got to be something that we can do about this. Why are we sitting here? Where are the attorneys, liars, lawyers, whatever y'all call yourself? This video proves he didn't do it. There would have been no way. He was crawling out the back. They didn't even know he was, crawling out the back. They're still scuffling, which makes sense why they attempted to chase him and then realize, which if you think about the story, right? They say he poked the boy, right? And they ran after him. So they say Carmelo poked the boy, they ran after him, but I don't believe that. I believe as they were scuffling, he got poked and they hadn't realized it, therefore they ran after Carmelo. Y'all let me know what y'all think. We will be back live. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on here because when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like the video. If you guys have not subscribed.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Lakeisha for even putting this out there. You don't have to like it. I don't give a fuck.
To say anything else on this case since last year. And so we're waiting for him to respond so he can get this release. I know that he knows because that's how we got this courtroom stuff done, because I don't think they wanted to release that either. And so, but they had to. And so we'll get it. But one thing I can say is that we have talked to students who know both parties and who were there. And they said that they saw with their own eyes Austin popping pills that morning. And I'm going to say allegedly, but I know I talked to those people. I know we talked to those people. We have that information. And so since that information is there, we know from several, not just that person, but several students in the community that said he is a known person taking that moment. And it fits based on what we know medically happened that day, because there's no way a poke like that from a tool like that would cause you to be out of here within hours.
Thank you. Thank you. But that's okay, you know, FAFO, right? Ain't no freaking way 2 inches is going to kill you. A poke of that magnitude shouldn't kill you within a couple of hours. Ain't no fucking way. Not carried. That's the wrong terminology. He was driven to the hospital when he was still alive. And then a few hours later, he was pronounced dead. Fucking around to find out. That's why Carmelo Anthony's in jail. That's why Austin Metcalf is 6 feet under. So there you go. No one wins.
And we know from their testimony in the court that he had turned purple. That's what they said. And they said they administered blood to him and he came back normal. So they stabilized him at the scene. They transported him to the furthest hospital they can go to. And he was alive when he got there. He crashed when he got there and he wasn't here no more. Right. We know that at 10:54 a.m. So we understand those facts.
Also, when I wasn't there, so I don't know the timeline. I just listened to what everybody was saying, but it don't seem like they took them to the hospital right away. So it leads me to believe that they didn't feel like it was an emergency. You know what I mean? I don't remember that, obviously the time frame. I had no reports, but I heard the mom say, that she had beat them to the hospital, and then the father was called and he stated that when he got there, he was still there. So I'm wondering, like, why have they not taken this kid to the hospital? So it's leading me to believe that whatever this injury was.
Cowards carry guns too. Why does a white boy need an AR to go to the grocery store? Why does anyone need an AR? I never seen black people carry ARs to grocery stores. You can't just pick and choose. This is selective outrage. This is selective hearing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't care. Reality is reality. You are far from it. Each and every single one of you who are caping for this white kid should be ashamed of yourself. But again, your belief is your belief. If he's so innocent, then how come he couldn't get a director? How come he couldn't get how come he couldn't get coaches? How come he couldn't get security? If this boy is so innocent, and if it wasn't about race, then how come all of you in the chat are agreeing to this watermelon felon thing? Y'all some pussies. D, you're a pussy too. And I bet you're gay. How's that?
That they did not think it was a life-threatening injury.
Correct. They treated him like it was a cardiac issue. Because if it was something that you were bleeding out or something like that, they're going to rush you immediately to the closest place to get you stable. Then they'll get you to a trauma.
I didn't know I didn't know that gay people boxed.
For one, to take care of you after that. But the way that they paused, stopped, and parked by the medical, because there's a medical wing that's right there to the right of the stadium, that's right there facing it, and then on the back of that is a training area. They had staff there, and so the ambulance pulled up to there. They were the first people working on it. So they stabilized him in the cardiac moment, and at that point, they were just basically addressing his wound or whatever they were doing. When they took him to Plano, Texas Health, they got there. He was transported there under a cardiac moment, not under blood loss, not any of those things. And so once he got in there, he crashed because now all those extra substances that he had been taking, now his body is in some type of shock. And that's why he got up out of here. You heard the medical, well, y'all probably didn't hear it, but the medical examiner said that he could have died from multiple things. Multiple. And so that fits that moment. And let's address Megan and Jeff. Jeff Metcalf was called to the stadium by the middle school coach, not the track coaches.
Oh,
look, the middle school coach.
I got one.
And the middle school coach wouldn't have known what was going on because he has to actually teach a class. So he called Jeff to another incident that happened earlier that day, that morning, that the twins were actually involved in. That's the reason why they were coming from the middle school. Megan also worked in Grapevine, Texas, at the pizzeria. She had been called there as well. So she was at the actual middle school area. She left there to go to work, and that's when Hunter said he called his phone and his mom picked up. These are all their statements. They talk too much. So I'm going to repeat what they say. And so Hunter said he called his phone, his mom picked up, and he told her about what happened to Austin. That's when she turned around and went to the hospital, and that's how she beat them to the hospital. And so these are facts that's already a record because they can't shut up and they talk themselves. So we're just going to tell the truth on them by their own words. And so they knew this situation was happening, and that's why you had them doing what they were doing, because these other kids didn't like Carmelo. They were jealous of Carmelo. They know because half of them were bullied by these twins. Now they became friends with the bullies that they had to deal with. And they all had a plan to get rid of Carmelo. And I think it has a lot to do with the young lady that was from Emerson High School. Because if everybody listen, you'll hear on the dispatch calls, it says that we're looking for the suspect from Emerson. Then it says we found.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, these are a bunch of low-life scumbags in my chat. The same low-life scumbags, if anything were to happen to them or anything were to happen to their family, they'll be screaming bloody murder. The same thing that happened to the little black boy in South Carolina when he was shot in the back by a chink at this point. I really don't give a shit. Shot in the back by an Asian. Where's your sympathy for him? Where's your sympathy for Cyrus? Didn't take nothing in the store, but yet he had a gun on him. How did he even have first of all, we can all agree that the father was a piece of shit. But despite of what he may or may not have had, he did not take anything out of the store, number one. Number two, when he ran, he lost his shoe, his cell phone, and his gun fell out of his pocket. And then when he fell down and he tried to get back up, that's when he was shot in the back. How is it that you are going to, number three, how are you going to chase somebody who just went out the store? Don't y'all have insurance? When you're chasing somebody out of the store, that is not grounds for self-defense. So this is basically the same thing, but different. And let me explain. One is just sitting there. The other one was racially profiled throughout being in the store. He didn't steal anything. He didn't steal nothing. He didn't take anything. He didn't even take, he took a bottle of water. Is a bottle of water worth getting killed over? He couldn't even take he didn't even take anything. Because the lady was in his face the entire time he was trying to get a bottle of water or whatever the case may be. So he dropped it and he went off the store, and Chow and his son chased after him. You mean to tell me that's justified? Oh, we all know what this is. Believe me, if I could block you, I'll block you. But I already know what you meant. I mean, just say the whole word. Just don't say it and sugarcoat it. Say the whole word. Say it with your chest. Redneck peckerwoods don't intimidate me. Coons don't intimidate me. They don't intimidate. As a matter of fact, coons should get their own personal island alongside white people and see how well you get treated. Fuck around and find out what's happening.
The suspect from Emerson. And that's when the body cam footage picks up where that SRO officer is actually arresting Carmelo, patting him down, walking him on the fence line to get him, and he said, I have the suspect in custody. But on the dispatch, it's telling you that when they got there, because the medical people couldn't come, because they have to find the suspect first. And that's why you see them walking past that officer, because they got the clear once he put him in custody. But they were looking for a kid from Emerson because these boys protected that young lady from them actually doing what they were trying to do to her, because she was the only one there from Emerson at the time. And so that's why they thought Carmelo was from Emerson, because it was already an incident that they don't want to talk about, that the twins were already involved in that morning. And that's why the mom and the dad was already on scene. That's why Jeff is telling you all these first-hand accounts that they have, and I'll say allegedly, just so we can keep it all kosher. But this is what this is. They were involved from the beginning.
Yeah, and Austin Metcalf is begging for the Lord to give him a drop of water on his tongue. FAFO?
They started covering up because Jeff knew the police officers. He probably knew half of the EMS workers. He knew the staff. He knew all those people. Them people scared of that man because he probably sold most of them their house or know the people that did. It's a lot of stuff there, and they love doxing people. We have the photo from Jeff on his own Facebook page.
Oh no, you can shut the fuck up. You can shut the fuck up. God don't want it. Don't put God in this. Do not put God in this. For what you just said to me and what you were saying about Carmelo Anthony. Nah, you don't have the right to put God into this. You do not. As a matter of fact, none of you do. Gonna talk about God, and I'll bet you either have a criminal record, you've been in trouble with the law before, you done cussed out somebody, you done something, and done it over and over again. You probably had sex before you got married. Don't even. Stop putting God in your bullshit. Y'all some hypocrites. Hypocrites.
And that's why they were testifying. And the ones that did all told the company line, except for Jose. When he got up there testifying, he told exactly what Carmelo's situation was. They took a recess.
Where did he trespass in?
The chambers.
Where was he trespassing?
Scares on no wood, and he was sitting there not knowing what to say. This is what we dealt with in that courtroom. And so at the end of the day, the fight was already fixed. And we just need to call out what it is so we can get these people locked up.
God bless me, because I don't have to work another day in my life. Oh, thank you for the whatever that was. Thank you. I don't have to work a day in my life. That's because you've been sucking off the white man. You probably in the military. Gay as hell in the military, sucking off the white man's little ping ping. Oh, that's just grand. I guess that's America for you.
I don't remember, Dwayne. Was it you? Somebody posted something on, I think it was Instagram, and it was a post that
I bet you, dude that's kissing off to Austin, Let me ask you a question. Do you rep Hitler too? Say rest in peace to Hitler. Say rest in peace to Hitler. Just go on, say rest in peace to Hitler. Rest in peace, Hitler. Rest in peace, Hitler. Don't backtrack now, nigga. Don't backtrack now. Say rest in peace to Hitler. You fucking hypocrite.
Allegedly, this was a post that Jeff Metcalf posted. And in there, he started talking about the witnesses that they had this barbecue. And I was like, is this real? For real? Like, this is
that's real.
Intimidation.
That's real. And I'll send you the picture. I'll send you the picture of his actual Facebook post, because he actually posted that day that they were having a barbecue and the kids are right there in the back and he's smiling and it's on his post. Yeah, he posted it. That's how arrogant and entitled they are.
Exactly. When I saw that, I said, is this real? Because I couldn't believe what I was reading. And it was literally saying something about, you know, the students, the witnesses. And I was like, huh? Why are we advertising that we have the witnesses at my house and we're having a picnic? I said, no, this has to be fake. Like, this is not real. But you're saying
it's real.
How the fuck does a good kid get wasted on some, or get set up on some ignorant ass shit as this? I'm just looking at the comment section over here and they're dropping bombs right now. Dwayne is a private investigator and he is dropping bombs right now. Don't drop the soap. No, Austin is meeting his maker right now. The same person that the tens were terrorists. Oh, he has a good special place in hell. A good special place in hell. The same with the other white folks that have a special place in hell for just doing some awful, disrespectful shit to young black kids. They have a special place in hell. And they have a special place in hell in my heart for you. A special place in hell.
It's real. Yeah, it's him. It's him. He did it. So he, like I said, they could not sit down when he was up there on TikTok for 18 hours talking to them people. You had an attorney come in the live and actually told him to get down, and he stayed up anyway. And it ended because he called somebody the N-word and all that good stuff, and then they stopped, he dropped, he went on somebody else's page for another few hours, and then they got off. But this is just how arrogant and how crazy these people are, because they have no chill button. They have no stop.
No, these motherfuckers ain't got no chill. But thank you for the super sticker. So I got a super sticker and some likes. Oh, great. Thanks. I guess I am doing something right.
But they just know to be who they are because they've been so entitled all their lives because of this lineage they have in Collin County and in the North Texas area and in the MAGA Republican Party. They just feel they're always going to be covered, just like his criminal history. That man violated somebody. They said no means no, and he went and did it anyway. But guess what? D.A. Willis and his people sealed it, so you can't see it. But Frisco PD actually said, yeah, we have the record. We just can't share it with you. And so it's a moment to where he's privileged enough to always get the benefit.
Hold on, he said what? Wait, I gotta go back. He said what? Who was convicted? Who's convicted of SA? I gotta go back.
Situation was happening, and that's why you had them doing what they were doing, because these other kids didn't like Carmelo. They were jealous of Carmelo. They know, because half of them were bullied by these twins. Now they became friends with the bullies that they had to deal with. And they all had a plan to get rid of Carmelo. And I think it has a lot to do with the young lady that was from Emerson High School. Because if everybody listen, you'll hear on the dispatch calls, it says that we're looking for the suspect from Emerson. Then it says we found the suspect from Emerson. And that's when the body cam footage picks up where that SRO
How is he a grifter when this dude over here,
officer, is actually Carmelo, patting him down, walking him on the fence.
Dwayne is a private investigator. What are we talking about? He's a private investigator. I mean, I don't know if these are some stupid, slow, or quite frankly, just cowardly individuals. Because you basically just giving up. A lot of people are giving up. I'm sick and tired of racism. I'm sick and tired of the violence. Why are you black people so violent? Ask these white kids why they're so violent. No impulse control. And shouts out to the amazing Lucas, dude. Shouts out to the amazing Lucas for putting out some good ass content.
Line to get him, and he said, I have the suspect in custody. But on the dispatch, it's telling you that when they got there, because the medical people couldn't come, because they have to find the suspect first. And that's why you see them walking past that officer, because they got the clear once he put him in custody. But they were looking for a kid from Emerson because these boys protected that young lady from them actually doing what they were trying to do to her, because she was the only one there from Emerson at the time. And so that's why they thought Carmelo was from Emerson, because it was already an incident that they don't want to talk about, that the twins were already involved in that morning. And that
okay, that's good. That's good. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's impact that. Let's go by that. If Carmelo, and I said this refutes you plenty of times. I said this plenty of times. If Carmelo were to hit Austin as hard as he could with his fist, because in the state of Texas, anything can be considered a weapon. So if he would have hit Austin with his fist and he would have went down and hit his head in the bleachers and he would have died, would the outcomes be the same? Would the verdict be the same? I think y'all are disingenuous. I think some of you are scum, but I think the rest of you are disingenuous. Very disingenuous. Because, again, you got somebody sitting there. Within 10 minutes, you see, what's his name? Hunter come up, and they start arguing back and forth. And then the next thing you know, Austin comes up, and he's the aggressor. But black people in this country, in America, cannot defend themselves unless they are agreed to be jailed or agreed to be killed. We see that now, especially in the state of Texas. So you can miss me with all the other stuff. We done went through this for a whole 2 weeks, even though it's been a year. We done went through this for a whole 2 weeks. And half of you Negroes and you white folks come out the woodwork and start excusing this shit. Because I can expect a white boy to literally just lose it or say what he wants to say, which is contradicting to himself, because obviously, of course, he can do whatever he wants to do and it not be an issue. But if I go back to my people, and it's kind of painful, it's painfully obvious that most of you need your own island. I don't get mad. I don't even get upset anymore, because you coons is off the hook. You coons is off the hook. So We're questioning the murder. We're questioning the murder weapon. How is it that Carmelo would have time to even grab his bag, grab the purpose tool out inside of his bag, pull it out? He could have pulled out a coloring crayon. He could have pulled out a book. He had books, a crossword puzzle, some snacks, and then the purpose tool. That was in the bag. How would he have time to do all that? And then when he escaped out of there, which none of you were paying attention, they were still fighting. And someone, if you weren't paying attention, because most of you Negroes don't even pay attention to shit, you just think what is what is. Put money on his books. Someone fell. I believe it was Austin was falling because witnesses say some dude hit. It was like a ricochet. Some dude allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly, hit Austin. Austin fell over where the knife was. Carmelo was already gone and was running, tripped over himself, got himself back up, ran to his coach. I don't see how that's a murderer.
That's why the mom and the dad was already on scene. That's why Jeff is telling you all these first-hand accounts that they have, and I'll say allegedly, just so we can keep it on kosher. But this is what this is. They were involved from the beginning. They started covering up because Jeff knew the police officers. He probably knew half of the EMS workers. He knew the staff. He knew all those people. Them people scared that man because he probably sold most of them their house or know the people that did. It's a lot of stuff.
How is that false information? When you have Dwayne here, who is a private investigator, is telling you the truth? Now, why don't you ask, if still don't believe it, why don't you ask the Judge Roach? Oh, I forgot, he's retiring, right? Why don't you ask Judge Roach to release the whole video? And if you release the whole entire video, because this is the edited version, if you release the whole entire video, and if he's guilty, he's guilty. But how is it, and that's another thing, how is it we're going to give Case and Allen, same state, different county, same state, different county, we're going to give him 10 years for stabbing a Hispanic kid 4 times. And no, he wasn't trapped. He wasn't trapped in the fucking bathroom. He was not trapped in the fucking bathroom. Get that out your head. If he had a knife which surpasses the limit, the inch limit in the state of Texas, he gets 10 years. But Carmelo Anthony poked, allegedly, supposedly, I don't think he stabbed it. I don't think he stabbed Austin. I just think Austin ended up stabbing himself or somebody else stabbed him. I don't believe. His clothes were completely dry. His clothes were dry. His hand had only a small little cut. There was no blood on that knife. If I stab you, there's going to be some blood. There's going to be some fucking blood. That boy is fucking innocent. I don't give a fuck what y'all motherfuckers say.
We have the photo from Jeff on his own Facebook page where he actually had a barbecue for most of the kids that actually witnessed this thing, and that's why they wouldn't testify. And the ones that did all told the company line, except for Jose. When he got up there testifying, he told exactly what Carmelo's situation was. They took a recess, took that boy into the chambers, and when they came out, that boy was scared as all know what, and he was sitting there not knowing what to say. This is what we dealt with in that courtroom. And so at the end of the day, the fight was already fixed. And we just need to call out what it is so we can get these people locked up and we can get Carmelo home.
What did I don't remember, Dwayne? Was it you? Somebody posted something on I think it was Instagram, and it was a post that allegedly this was a post that Jeff Metcalf posted. And in there, he started talking about the witnesses that they had this barbecue. And I was like, is this real? For real? Like, this is
that's real.
Intimidation.
That's real. And I'll send you the picture. I'll send you the picture of his actual Facebook post, because he actually posted that day that they were having a barbecue and the kids are right there in the back, and he's smiling, and it's on his post. Yeah, he posted it. That's how arrogant and entitled they are.
Exactly.
You know, it's kind of funny. In this generation, where we are right now, y'all don't know what racism is. Stop blocking people, because I want to frame people, and I want to tell them to their face who they really are. Some misinformed, miseducated, very miseducated people. I think you need to read a book by Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. I think y'all need to go back and read that book. And it might help some of you white folks. Even though you are very, very privileged, very, very blessed under the devil, because you do know that the devil knows the Bible too, right? Satan himself knows the Bible, right? If you don't think that this boy is, number one, a good kid, number two, because there are video clips, possibly erased, there are some video clips of Carmelo Anthony being a real good kid. A real good kid. Versus a bunch of criminals who are known for terrorizing old white ladies. There's a video clip of an actual lady, middle-aged lady, that said she was being terrorized by these boys. Who is responsible for raising the Metcalf boys? I think it was Jeff, right? The same one that called, Carmelo Anthony's mother a bitch, and, watermelon felon and all that other type of shit, which that doesn't bother me. Ain't Jeff Metcalf a sex offender? Ain't Jeff Metcalf? I'm not supposed to say sex offender. I'm supposed to say SA, I guess. I don't know. I don't go by YouTube rules. He's a sex offender. Go look it up. I think it was June 2011 when he got what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say prosecuted. I want to get the correct word. Indicted. You white folks are off the chain. Y'all are like, this is our world. This is our country. This is our world. This is our country. You're nothing, Malik. You're nothing. Look at me. Look at me. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is America. If you're not American, it has nothing to do with race. If you're not American, I don't know what American is. I don't know what America is. If we cannot have our 40 acres and a mule, if we cannot have a piece of America to ourselves, and believe me, we earned it through blood, sweat, and tears. If we cannot have our own seat, have our own tribal chief, have our own tribals, which white folks have their own tribals. They have the Ku Klux Klan, they have the skinheads, they have the Aryan Brotherhood, they have the alt-right, they have all these things, right? Why can't we, as black people and the melanated people in America, have our own shit? I mean, all the way down to Tulsa, Oklahoma, all the way down to fucking, I can't even name it all. Rosewood on up. This is terrible. This is not the America that I'm used to. And again, graham crackers, black conservatives, the ones that like to put on glasses and thinking they're fucking special. Again, y'all need your own island. And I do feel sorry for the immigrants who come over here who act the exact same way. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for being coonish. I blame you. I blame you all for having these immigrants come over here, watch the toxicity of America, and then all of a sudden they just, I mean, the Samboism is off the charts. It's just completely off the charts. I mean, I guess what is, I guess.
So then I said, is this real? Because I couldn't believe what I was reading, and it was.
Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker.
About, you know, the students, the witnesses, and I was like, huh? Why are we advertising that we have the witnesses?
Hey, half and half.
We're having a picnic. I said, no, this has
half and half. I've been looking for you, dear. Where you been? You conservative person, you. I've been looking for you. How you been? Did you come on my comment section talking all that stuff? Look at the tape. I looked at the tape forwards and backwards, and guess what? It's very, very edited. Thank you for another thumbs up. Thank you. And guess what? Carmelo Anthony is innocent. Oh my gosh! You know what? We should have a conversation. I'm serious. We should. Can you stop? Can you stop by? If you're not doing anything on tonight, if you're not doing anything tonight, stop by tonight. Can you stop by tonight? Half and half, because we need a conversation. We need a conversation.
Has to be fake. Like, this is not real. But you're saying
it's real. It's real. Yeah, it's him. It's him. He did it. So, like I said, they could not sit down when he was up there on TikTok for 18 hours talking to people. You had an attorney come in the live and actually told him to get down, and he stayed up anyway. And it ended because he called somebody the N-word and all that other stuff, and then they stopped, he dropped, he went on somebody else's page for another few hours, and then they got off. But this is just how arrogant and how crazy these people are, because they have no chill button, they have no stop button. They just know to be who they are because they've been so entitled all their life.
Oh no, I know how to listen to facts. I know how to listen to facts, especially in cases like Casey Allen, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, George Floyd. The list goes on and on and on and on. And yet, 9 times out of 10, they go away scot-free. They just go away scot-free. So at this point, I'm starting to say, fuck facts. The only facts are in the law book, but what you can do, you can't even cite a fact without being overturned in the state and the land that we're in now, in the administration under Donald Trump that we're in now, In white supremacy, which we are in right now, which none of you understand how white supremacy works. None of you understand how white supremacy works. We can have full-blown evidence that this boy is innocent, and somehow, some way, it all gets bought off by what? Money. It all gets bought off by money. See, we got selective hearing. We got too many people in here that have selective hearing. So this is the reason why we can't have conversations like this, because it's disingenuous. It's very disingenuous at the end of the day. If you can't show me the autopsy, if you can't show me the autopsy, if you can't show me the full minute clip, or at least a third of that clip from start to whatever, if you can't show me what was in that backpack, if you can't show the jurors what's in that backpack, speaking of jurors, if I can't have at least 2 or 3 or maybe 4, right, jurors who are African American on that juror, it's a mistrial. As a matter of fact, it's a lynching. See, people want to come on my stage, come on my platform, come on my comment section and tell me it's supposed to be one way. No, I guess fair is a place where they judge pigs, I guess. So that's the one thing I will agree with Stephen A on. Because quite frankly, hey, what do you think about Donald Trump?
Oh, he's trash.
Wait, say that louder.
He's trash.
Say that one more time.
He is straight trash.
Why is he trash?
He's just stupid. He's just very stupid to me. He does not care about this country. He only cares about his stupid billionaires, and that's it.
Thank you, honey. Yeah. Go ahead and say it.
The black community.
Oh boy, you know what? After that, I'm good now.
Because of this lineage they have in Collin County, in the Texas area.
I'm good.
Republican Party, they just feel they're always going to be covered, just like his criminal history. That man violated somebody.
That wasn't my wife, asshole. That was my daughter.
They said no means no, and he went and did it anyway. But guess what? D.A. Willis and his people sealed it. So you can't see it. But Frisco PD actually said, yeah, we have the record. We just can't share it with you. And so it's a moment to where he's privileged enough to always get the benefit that they're going to cover him. And that's why they do these things. And so at some point, we have to take that privilege away and let them start reaping the benefits of the things they sow.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Emerson situation? Because I feel like I've heard it, but I'm just trying to connect that with what actually happened. Was there like another female involved? What do you know about that situation?
From what I know, and I'll say allegedly, because I don't want to put nobody out there. So from what I know, that the young lady was there for the track meet to represent her school, and they had been bullying people all morning. So she was an underclassman, and just like most of those kids they were bullying, they've been messing with people all morning while they were setting up canopies. Is what Hunter and Austin was doing, and they got to her, and other students stepped up. And so at this point, that's why you probably heard of people saying that they call Carmelo the N-word and other people the N-word, because that's what they were, because they were defending leaving this young lady alone. She was the only one there from her school. It was nobody else from Emerson, just her. And so that is, I think, what actually set the catalyst that now this goody two-shoes, Carmelo, needs to go. And because they didn't like him because he was protecting the Special Olympic kids, the special needs kids. That's where people started talking about the incident from the year before. He was standing up for a special needs kid because he was being bullied. And Carmelo stood up to those people. He volunteered for the Special Olympics. When they came to the Lil Round Lobo Stadium, I used to see him there through YouTube because they streamed it live, and you would see him on that field helping them volunteer. And so this is the moment that they did not like. They were in a gated community. They felt that his family was well-to-do, all these different things, and he was always smiling and laughing, and everybody liked him. So at some point, it just becomes a jealousy moment. He had this beautiful girlfriend that how did he get her? All this kind of moment. And I think that when these boys went to that middle school, and I'm going to say allegedly, and their parents were there, and all of them was over there, and when they got back and they heard, because one of the kids texted them either on Snapchat or on their phone and said he's up under the canopy because EP is the one that invited him. That's when they got the message to come. And that's how Hunter left his phone in his mama's car. That's why he said, I called my phone and my mama answered. That's what he said. And so at the end of the
day. Now I know that you want this boy underneath the prison because there are a lot of Trump supporters. And I understand. There are many, many Trump supporters, and I get all that. I got a question for you. Did you get your Doge check yet? Did you get your Doge check in the mail? Did you get anything out of the $1.8 billion? Did you get anything out of that? Did you get anything out of that? Oh, half and half. You already lost. You lost. Grin and bear it. Swallow it. Deal with it. You lost. And let me tell you how you lost. The first time you came up, you were bitching and moaning that Carmelo Anthony's dad was spending most of the money on jewelry and clothes and cars and whatever else. And I already proved to you once that all that's debunked, number one. Number two, you came in my comment section talking ish about the videotape. And I comment back and I said, I didn't say evidence. I said, source. I said, give me a source. Give me a source. And then I end up finding the source for myself, which it went viral everywhere. And so I looked at the same thing that they're looking at right now. And at first, I didn't see anything. I saw nothing. The bully chose violence. That's why he is dead. Let not forget he didn't feel entitled. Need to talk and asked him to leave the tent. That's why he's dead. Yolanda. Now, let's not piss off these good white folk, and definitely don't piss off these graham crackers. Let's not piss off the graham crackers. These Sambo crackers. Oh, let's not piss them off because they let them believe. Let them believe whatever they want to believe. Let them believe whatever they want to believe. Because at the end of the day, I don't know why y'all upset. I don't know why you're upset. You got what you wanted. He's in prison. You have what for 35 years until he gets his goes for his appeal and gets another trial because this is a mistrial. Until he does all that, you guys have won. You guys have won. So why are y'all so upset? Why are y'all chipping out? Chippers? Chipper? Why you chippers? Why so chipper? I'm gonna come out with a meme with white folks' face on it. Why so chipper? Why so chipper? No, we don't keep racism. We live it. We live it. Day in and day out. Whether it's through government, through the states, through regular crack-ass crackers, regular peckerwoods, we live it every day. The goalpost is moved every single day, but we strive through it. Those who are Black Americans, and I hate saying that word term, those who are melanated, those who really get it, we go through it every single day. And a Black man cannot be racist in America. Let's be clear. If I was racist, I would have money in my bank account. I would have establishments all over this nation, all over this country. I would have my taxes. I wouldn't even pay taxes. I wouldn't even have to pay a tax. But I guess that's what white folks go through in this country, even to this very day. Doesn't Donald Trump give non-taxes to the rich? How does that go, Lisa? I forgot how that went. My math ain't mathing sometimes. I hate math. I suck at math. I suck at it.
They knew. And I think they were like, go get him. Right. That's what I'm going to say. They were like, go get him. And that's why they walked with such an urgency to come over there. And they came right over there to get Carmelo. They didn't tell no other kid that was under their canopy that did not go to Memorial to move. Only Carmelo.
Right. And you know what? Because I remember when I was young and we used to do stuff that we had no business. That's how we was walking. They came in their own bullshit. Like they did not come. You can feel the energy, although we couldn't hear no sound. They came there on that. They came there to do something to him. So I'm glad you established the situation with him helping people. And they were like, we don't like him. We don't need you to help nobody. Because that makes me understand, okay, somewhere in their mind, they said, we don't like this kid. And then, I think about, and I shouldn't say that, but when I heard that the father said, you don't deserve the things you have, I'm in my mind, who says that? Like, I am not involved in anyone's life enough that I know what they have to the point that I say, you don't deserve that because I don't care. I'm not involved in them like that. But when he said those words, it made me know this is a grown-ass man that is jealous of a child because I understand they're saying that he allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know if he actually did that, unalive your son, but I would never say you don't deserve the stuff you have. So when he said that, it made me think. And then they were planning all of these stories saying, these people bought a house with the money, they bought a car. The house and the car that they're talking about, these were things that they had prior to. So now I'm starting to think, they want to plant this, this story out to people because what they don't want you to do is donate money to them. I don't know if you do this, but I started a donation on my page. We had raised $4,000 in 24 hours. Do you know them hunkies call and say, I know what I told you about how they can do it. You remember we had that conversation?
Yes.
Well, I own the website, okay? It was my website. I had my payment portal. Do you know these folks call the company? Well, the company, obviously, they took it off. I called them, they put it back on. They didn't know what had happened, but I know somebody within their company knows some of them people, and that is why they took it off. So they eventually put it back on. But then what they had done, they had contacted my first payment processor. Figure out how to put the payment processor back. And at this point, I said, you know what? I don't even want the website anymore because if they can just call somebody and have them take it, I don't want to have this type of relationship. So I said, okay, I was under everybody's money. I said, we'll come up with another plan, but it just goes to show how nasty and dirty these people are. And what it shows me is that he's very much innocent because you're going through too much so that he doesn't have a fair trial. So it tells me right there that he's innocent because if he did what you said he did, you wouldn't be wasting your time trying to make sure he doesn't get money to have a retrial.
Okay, let's play a game. Let's just say Carmelo should have had left the tent. Would Carmelo be good if he would have left underneath that tent? Would he be good? Would Austin Metcalf still be alive if he would have left the tent? I'm just asking. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, cool. All right. Would Cyrus be alive today if the Asian owner, or I should say owners, because you got the wife, the husband, and the son there. So let's not kid ourselves. But needed as it may, would Cyrus still be alive if he would have left well enough alone? He was out the store already. Do you think he would be alive if he didn't give chase? You know what? I might have to do it. I will have to do one, Lisa, but here's the thing. I might have to call this title Reverse Racism America. Yes? Okay. So, with that being said, this is some privileged shit. Because, quite frankly, Rick Child, not guilty. Rick Child shot a boy in the back, and what did he get for it? He gets to go home. Carmelo didn't do anything wrong. He was just sitting there. How long do we just sit, mind our own business? It kind of reminds me from back in the day, and for those who are not baby boomers, those who are not Gen Zers, don't even worry about it because you don't even count. You know that word moron back in the day would get you into some serious hot water. If you would have said that to a gang member, that would be your ass. Pause. Just letting you know. This day and age is just terrible. It's just terrible. I mean, no disrespect, no point intended, but there's some soft MFs out there, bruh. I mean, y'all saw. I mean, maybe not all of you, but I don't know. This generation is miseducated, misinformed, and just all hype. It's just all hype. Again, no disrespect intended. But back in my day, you would have gotten your ass whooped for doing stupid shit. Nowadays, a white boy's too afraid to get his ass whooped. He pulls out a gun, pew pew. He goes away home scot free. What's it called? Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Except for, I believe, Wyoming, and 3 other states. Michigan has stand your ground. Nevada has stand your ground. Texas has stand your ground. Florida has stand your ground. South Carolina has stand your ground. North Carolina has stand. I don't think no, because that's so North Carolina does not have stand your ground. Washington, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So when this boy stood his ground, allegedly, because we don't know what happened to the murder weapon. We don't know. The bag is missed. The bag was took. The bag was taken. Austin took his bag, and it had the weapon in it. Or unless it fell out. Carmelo's hands were completely dry. So, but it didn't help his case because, number one, his lawyer didn't do shit for him. Carmelo Anthony's lawyer, Mike Howard, did not do shit for him. Did not do shit. I repeat, did not do shit for him. Snack, you're not slick. You're not slick. You know, I know, I see the word, I know the word nigger when I see it. So anyway, the prosecutor painted a very light picture. If Carmelo would have testified, but I guess he rejected, but then again, no, I think he did reject it. But his lawyer didn't do him any good. Remember, he had 2 prosecutors, or he had 2 lawyers. Two lawyers. And he didn't do shit for him. So therefore, it wasn't the judge that made the decision, it was the juror that made the decision. All 12 white jurors made the decision for him. That's crazy. That is flipping crazy. But most of you are not convinced because you think you live in America. You think you live in America that's free. You think Trump is going to do something for you, and quite frankly, he's not going to do anything for you.
But I know, yeah, because he's black. But I know, yeah, because he's black. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're defending him. Yeah, because we hate white people. When in the history of this country has that been the case?
Good question.
You're on the line. What's the disagreement?
One talk video. Yeah, I disagree with the idea that you should have been charged with manslaughter because it's clearly murder. You can't stab someone just because they push you.
Is that why you stabbed him?
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw the video, didn't you?
How do you go into his intent based off of the video?
Well, it looked to me like he had his hand on the knife already before he stabbed him because...
Oh, shit! Where did you see that in the video? What part of the video?
Well, I mean, it looked to me... It looked to me like as soon as Austin pushed him...
Where did you see that he had his hand on the knife in the video? Because I didn't see that.
Well, how do you get the knife out so quick and stab it? It looked to me, based off what the witnesses, based off everything I know about the trial.
Wait, hold on.
Like Carmelo had his hand in the bag.
Wait, hold on. We're now saying something different. You said based on the video, it looked to you that he had his hand on the knife. I then asked you where in the video did it look like he had his hand on the knife.
Obviously,
then you ran from that and said,
you're wrong. He didn't choose his lawyer. His parents, which I have to question, chose his lawyer because of the money that these lawyers wanted. I mean, lawyers charge a very large, ridiculous amount of money. So I question the parents. It's not Carmelo.
Well, how do you get the knife so quick? Well, based off of witness testimony. So you just lying.
No, I'm saying.
No, what you just did was lie.
Lucas, did he not have his hand on the knife?
Calm down. I mean, it gave you some impulse control. Because I caught you in a lie and you're upset that you got caught.
Unlike Carmelo, okay.
Unlike Austin, who's dead. But what you need to do is just say, hey, I'm not denying you got caught in a lie. Do you admit that?
No, like the fucking.
Okay, so now we have to pause you. I understand. Now we have to pause you because you said, based off the video, it looked like he had his hand on the knife. That's what you said. Did you not?
Yes.
And then I asked you, where in the video does it look like to you? Because the video that I've seen is very blurry. So maybe you got an HD.
So explain me how, like, it looks to me.
So then I asked you, where in the video did it look like to you that he had his hand on the knife?
So how was he able to stab immediately?
I'm not asking all that. I'm asking based off of what you saw, based on the video, how does it look like to you that he had his hand on the knife?
Hey, Tanya.
Do you believe that you saw him have his hand on the knife? Now, if you can't answer that question, just say yes.
I don't want to debate this.
Hold on. I don't want to debate that either. But what's on the table right now is the veracity of your words, right? So if you want to say, I'll even give you a way out. You can say I misspoke. If you don't want to say no, did you misspeak? Okay.
I probably did, maybe.
Now you can't admit that you misspoke. Did you or did you not say that you, based off the video, you believe that he had his hand on the knife? Did you not say that?
I guess I did.
What do you mean you guess you did? Do you not know what you said? Hold on. We can't go any further if you don't even know what you're saying. Because that means either you're under the, I don't know, some type of alcohol, you're under some type of narcotic, something that's impairing your judgment. And I don't want to take advantage of you if that's the case.
I'm not.
Hey, Tanya.
So do you remember that you said that?
I want to hear your response to this.
I understand. I want to hear your response to you as far as being untruthful. Do you remember you saying that?
Saying what?
Saying that based off the video footage, it looked like to you that he had his hand on the knife.
Well, how else?
I'm not asking how else. I'm asking, did you or did you not say that?
Can I ask you a question?
No, you can't answer. You can't ask me a question until you admit what you said. Did you or did you not say that? It's a simple question.
This is such a stupid point.
See, you see what I mean? See, even Lucas has issues with people who are disingenuous and can't ask questions. Oops, I fucked up.
It looked like to you that he had his hand on the knife.
Well, how else does he?
I'm not asking.
Oh, damn it. On my knee.
It's a simple question.
This is such a stupid point.
It's your point. You started off. Hold on. I'm trying to ask my point. It's your point.
How do you don't make the point and then make the point and then don't even answer your own point?
He had his hand on the knife. That's what you said. That you saw in the video footage. He had his hand on the knife.
He was going to stab. He was going to stab.
I hear you. I understand that. I'm just asking you, right? Did you see that? Where in the video footage did you see that? And if you didn't, just say, hey, I misspoke.
I told you already. I misspoke. It's clearly not in the video.
Now you're saying you misspoke. Before you said maybe I misspoke, I could have misspoke.
I said that earlier.
No, you didn't. It took you 20 minutes to admit that you were lying about something that clearly wasn't, as far as available for anyone to see. Go on. Now that we've established that you're a liar, proceed.
Okay. If two kids are at a pool, like a neighborhood pool, okay, and they get in like an argument, and one of them shoves the other, does that give the one who got shoved a right to stab the other one in the heart with a knife?
I'm gonna need some context for that. Based off of if you knew that this person was only going to push you, right? And that the push was such a light push that it didn't impact you in any type of way.
Why does he have issues?
By all means.
Why does Lucas have issues?
To stab him.
Why?
What if the push causes
Because he's doing well. He's doing a good job. Why?
Continues to be the aggressor, and you're in a position. Yes, I would think. I don't see why.
What if there's adults around and you can like run or ask?
I don't know what adults have to do. Is this a stand your ground state? Well, it's your hypothetical. So is this a stand your ground state?
What did you ask me?
I'm asking you a question.
I ain't dodging shit. What did you ask me?
Is this a stand your ground state? Because that depends.
It's just like half and half. I have to prove. I have to prove in facts, right? Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on, Lucas. Hold on, Lucas. Just like half and half, right? And I don't mean to call you out, by the way. My peers aren't one race or other. Huh? Were there any black jurors there? Were there any black jurors? Were there any black jurors? Who the fuck you think you talking to? Get your non-black, she don't even know. Lisa, this woman can't tell me if she's black. Oh, she said 1 minute she's not black, the other minute she's not white. And I'm like, okay, so are you Italian? I'm not Italian, but whoa, are you Indian? What are you? You're a tether. That's what it is, a tether. I should have called you a tether. And I hate saying that word. But in this case, I'm going to have to make an exception. Would you like to get blocked too? Would you like to get blocked too? Because this is even though Lisa, I love Lisa to pieces. I do. I love Lisa to pieces. And I believe we share a common bond. Don't get your ass blocked. I block Lisa, and I don't give a fuck about if you talking to her. You on my shit, partner. You on my shit. So, word to the wise, watch your fucking mouth. Because I just don't give a fuck. Free Austin. Austin's dead. But I'm gonna have to give that a pass. Did you know that Austin's dead? Did you know that Austin's dead and buried in hell? For not, if you seen the post, not keeping his hands to himself. Or to the wise, keep your hands to yourself. Hey, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Yolanda. Oh, damn. Yolanda, damn. My bad. I pressed the wrong button. Come back, Tiny. God dang it. What was you, Yolanda? Hey, Lisa, bring back Yolanda. I did that on accident. My bad. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring her back. Let me see if I can. What was it? Yolanda. Yeah, I definitely owe her for that one. Let me see if I can find. Press the wrong button. See, I can admit I do stupid shit sometimes. I can admit. Can white folks admit that they do stupid shit? Can white folks admit that they're racist? No. There is no accountability for racism. No. There is no accountability when it comes to white folks' racism. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. So let me see. Yolanda. Yep, I owe her for that one. I definitely owe her. Yolanda. Yolanda S. Brooke. As a matter of fact, I'll go over and give her a wrench immediately. I'll give her a wrench immediately. I will definitely give her a wrench immediately.
Say you don't have a duty to retreat. So if it's not Sandra straight, absolutely you have to leave, run, flee. You can flee.
Look. Okay, that has to do with like your fucking house. Okay, no, it
doesn't. You're conflating Sandra ground as far as with I believe it's castle doctrine, right? When it comes to your property, those are two different things. What are you talking about?
So you're trying to make the argument that Carmelo.
I'm not making the argument. You're hypothetical.
Oh. Okay, let me ask you. Do you feel like Carmelo genuinely feared for his life when he
I can't speak to his intent and his. Did Carmelo know that also Metcalf was only going to push him?
Do you think Austin was going to kill him?
Hold on. You don't need a weapon to be killed, right? That's the same law enforcement says. Hey, you don't need a weapon to be violent.
Okay, look. I'm from Frisco, Texas. Okay, like I know bullies. Like I got bullied when I was in high school there. And Austin to me seems like a fucking bully. What he did was shitty. But that doesn't warrant a stab. What you do is if you feel like you're getting fucking
that is solely dependent upon the person who's being aggressed. That's upon the victim. You can't say, well, what I did doesn't warrant you to react that way. That depends on the person you're attacking and the context of what happened. If you look at the context, we see who the aggressor was. He was outmasked and outnumbered.
Yeah.
His friend that he thought was his friend completely abandoned him. On top of that, you have a linebacker, a 6'1", 200-pound linebacker, aggressing a 5'7", 100 pounds, 140 pounds.
Oh, he was about 5'7". Like you keep
5'7". I believe he was 5'7" or 5'8", 140 pounds.
I've seen a lineup where he's like not a lineup, but I've seen him like at a sport event where he's.
I don't care about the sport event. I care about the actual numbers. He wasn't even 6 feet. He was 5'7", 5'8", 140 pounds. He was sitting down.
Okay.
He was sitting down the entire time. So to act like that person would not fear that serious bodily injury was going to come to him from a guy who clearly had a temper problem. I don't know why that's so egregious to come to that conclusion.
3 hours later.
I just don't think Austin was planning on.
Okay. For those who like to continuously paint a picture, and again, I like to say, my bad, Yolanda S. Brooks, my bad. Next time you come up here, you get a wrench. For those who like to paint a false narrative of Carmelo coming to first, he finished his track. He finished the track meet, and then he came into the bleachers, which he was invited, by the way, by his so-called best friend, or his not best friend, but his friend, he was so-called invited there, and just to see one of the Metcalf boys and just stab him and then run. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna dead that because we're not gonna paint a false narrative on here, because none of that shit was true. So we need to cut that shit out.
Killing him or doing anything. I mean, there was people why would Austin fight him?
Do you think that? I don't think that Carmelo was planning on killing Austin. I think those two can very much be in the same ballpark.
He said touch me and see what happens.
Touch me and see what happens is a warning. You don't say, hold on. Someone who's the aggressor doesn't say touch me and see what happens. That's someone who has been threatened and feels that their life is being threatened.
Where did I get my information from? I would like to ask that same question of the person who believes that Carmelo just came up there just with the intent to kill somebody. That's dumb. If he had the intent to kill somebody, that just sounds like to me that he has a criminal record. Lisa, you know what? The handcuffs is off. Handle your business. Handle your business. I see it already. But anyway, to paint that narrative of, say, Carmelo just came up there with that intent is stupid. It's very, very stupid. First and foremost, they didn't even know each other. Black fatigue will get the fuck out of my chat. Get the fuck out. I hate honky fatigue. Honky fatigue is that honky fatigue, boy. Woo. That is some shit right there, boy. I've been black too. I've been black long enough in this country to know that redneck, peckerwood, honkies, white trash, scum bums, boy, they give you a fucking headache. I stabbed a guy in 2008 6 times. Got jumped by 3. Dude, one thing you will not do is you will not tell your. Are you trying to get me banned? Don't tell your shit in my chat, bruh. You can tell that shit. You know, don't reword it. That's what I would tell you, Mr. Motivation. Reword your statement, because YouTube picks up on that and they can ban me for you putting that shit on there. Don't say certain words. Just sugarcoat the shit. All right. That's what. You good, bro? You good? It's dumb, but at the end of the day, I get it.
Or at least they have to defend themselves.
Look, if you genuinely feel like your life's been threatened, you go walk away and tell a fucking teacher or something.
They do not
You
have
hold on.
You don't retreat. You don't have a duty retreat. If he didn't like Carmelo being in the tent, he would have told him he walked away the teacher.
He walks away, people see him as a pussy, I get that. But if he walks away, he's not in prison for 35 years. Like,
if he walks away, Austin Metcalf would still be alive today. I don't understand. The same thing applies.
That's all he had to do. There were so many lives that were ruined because he just couldn't walk away. His family.
I don't know what to tell him. It's not my fault. I mean, somebody told Austin if he had a better father, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if Carmelo had gotten free, there'd only been one life who'd been ruined, and that would have been.
Why does she have to be delusional? This is what I would call reverse racism. It's like, these people got everything that they wanted. Everything they were slave masters at one point in time. They were slave masters compared to what you people have done to black people for centuries, decades. I believe that's a definitely I believe you're definitely misinformed. Or miseducated. Let me put it that way. You're not misinformed, you're just miseducated. Definitely miseducated. But Jig, why is Lisa misinformed? Why is she misinformed? I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but I just want to know why is she so misinformed? I just think you just don't want to. I just think you just hear certain things, and it's all, and the rest all be damned. You hear one thing, and it's like a black man could be totally innocent, but one thing he does completely wrong, he's guilty for. He's just guilty, 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 guilty. Oh, now she's not misinformed. She's lying. What is she lying about? No Democrats are on the Epstein files list. Bill Clinton's a Democrat. What are you? Wait. Bill Clinton is a Democrat. Hillary Clinton is a Democrat. What are we talking about? See the misinformation. see what we're talking. Obama, who wasn't in the Epstein files, but Bill and Hillary Clinton were. What are we talking about? But Carmelo was not totally innocent. He's innocent of that crime. Bringing the weapon to school or on campus grounds or school grounds really doesn't matter. He gets probation from me. He doesn't get any time served. Nothing. He doesn't get no time served. Obama's married to him. These are some Republicans up in there. These are Republicans. No, I don't want to have to say that because I respect certain Republicans. These are MAGAs. These are MAGAs. These are MAGAs. Clinton was a frequency flyer. What are we doing? What the hell is going on in this shit? I'm not a Republican or Democrat. So you're an independent like me. But you still think that this boy is guilty. That's funny. That is funny. Ripper, I bet that man could whoop your ass. I bet that man could whoop your ass. I bet that man could definitely whoop your ass. If Michelle Obama, and I like Michelle, if she a man, I bet she can whoop any one of y'all asses up in here. Oh my God. That is crazy. Trump is a man that is ooh. Trump is a man who is a hoe. It's getting feisty up in here. It's getting feisty. Let's go.
Austin's. And even with Carmelo going to jail, there's still only one life. That's Austin's. Carmelo, he gets off on field, probation, and at the end of the day, even if he does serve all of
That's still 17 years, bro.
he's still alive.
I mean, his entire youth wasted because his ego couldn't.
Would you rather your youth wasted or you be
He
dead?
stabbed the man because of the bruise.
I'm asking you, would you rather your youth be wasted or you be dead? Which one would you rather? I would take, and I would argue the majority of people would take them being alive versus dead.
Lucas, I got one last question to ask you. Do you really think this case has anything to do with race?
This case, I don't see any racial factor. I think him being a bully was the issue.
If the roles were reversed, you would support Austin that guy?
the roles were reversed, yeah, I would support.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay.
But I don't think anyone else would. I think all the people who are celebrating Carmelo Anthony would not. So that puts me in a position where I can support, right?
Wait. You mean the black tribalist people that are supporting Carmelo Anthony?
No, it has nothing. I haven't brought up race in my defense of Carmelo Anthony this entire time. So I think it's a coping mechanism of people trying to.
I don't know. It's the same. It's the same question I ask of your KKK people. Where are they hiding at? Where's Jake Lane? Are we mad? Are we mad because Lane got allegedly life in prison for spewing racial hatred? Are we still mad about that? Jake Lane, free Austin. Free Austin. He killed that pure Christian white boy. He killed that poor Christian white boy. He should be hung. This is old Jake. Jake proclaimed a hate crime. He introduced a hate crime to a 17-year-old boy. And it was so bad, and I have to give Jeff credit for this. I don't know why, but I just have to give him credit. He rejected Jake Lane. Remember the phone call? Remember the phone call that Jake Lane tried to call Metcalf and said, "You need to come and join down to our brotherhood, brother. We need to stand in solidarity." And Jeff got mad and said, "I don't know who you are. I don't even know why you have my number." Click. He's a murderer. Well, Austin Metcalf is 6 feet under. So FAFO. I should make a song about it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put up a couple memes about it. FAFO.
White people are supporting Austin is because
Yeah, I don't get it.
The racists have been reversed.
I don't think that's true, sir. I do not.
It's 100% true. We've seen this hypocrisy times 10. We can look at Ashley Babbitt. Who do they support? Did you support the black officer who told her to stop, or did they support the white criminal who completely disobeyed lawful orders, broke into the Capitol? They supported the criminal, the white criminal. So no, I don't want to hear this. Well, that's not true. We've seen multiple times where white people have actually made it about race.
I don't know, but if 75% of babies are aborted clinics each day, then of course you eat your babies. Oops. Did I say that?
I'm not saying all. I'm saying those that do. So to try to act like, even right now, even the UK is having rights. But besides that, to act like if two big buff black kids, right, who are over 200 pounds, were to go and approach and accost a little white kid at 140 pounds, right? You're telling me that the majority of white people are like, oh yeah, that was totally murder. He totally murdered. Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
So you're trying
they would say that, hey, the white kid killed that black dude in self-defense. The black kid was being a bully. He was bullying a little white kid. All right.
I would hope, and I do believe what you were like 90%, 99% of white people would support that kid getting caught.
You can hope that, but historically and even presently, that's not the case.
Okay, I get racism exists and all that. All right, I saw one of your commenters talk.
Oh my! Even he admitted that.
I guess she wanted me to or she wanted you to ask me about that. But the case analysis, if I may, this is your channel. I don't want to
You better be glad Barb's not here. She'll get rid of all of these. Hey, you do not make fun of Michelle Obama.
The Carmelo case and the Keith Allison case are completely different. Keith Allison was trapped in a restroom with 4 dudes that were like planning on beating him up and said as much. He pulled the knife out to dissuade them from attacking him. And they still beat him up, and he only used the knife in self-defense.
From my understanding, I'm not too familiar with the case, but from my understanding, he brought the knife to kill him, right? I believe it was premeditated, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so, because he said he doesn't want to fight, but there's 4 dudes jumping him in a bathroom. It's not like he can easily run away. So I don't think he brought the knife to stab him. I think he just had it.
Are you really familiar with the case? Because I'm not. So I'm
slightly familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm not truly familiar with the case. But I also know, I believe I'm not mistaken, he stabbed him multiple times.
He did, but then again, I mean, wouldn't any rational person do that if they're getting beat up and, you know, because he had like severe injuries, like to his head, like fractures.
Oh, I'm just listening.
I mean,
I am just listening.
Whereas Carmelo, I mean, he just got.
I mean, if you got something to say it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you don't need as far as to get beat up pretty bad to defend yourself.
Yeah, but I don't want to live in I don't think many people want to live in a place where if there's a bully that you can just stab him and it's fine.
No, I think many people would like to live. That's a place I would love to live.
The blade itself, you would have to have time to open the damn thing, which you didn't have time to open it because the reactions were so fast. That's why I said, if you look at the video, which none of you most of you just looked at it and said, "Oh, he's guilty." You didn't look at it in totality, which means you didn't look at it closely with a close lens. You didn't look at it closely with a moral lens. You didn't look at it closely with a moral lens because you don't think morally. You just think what's right, what's wrong. No. If a white kid does wrong and they automatically plead him guilty, I got to prove within reason of why he did what he did. And if he didn't do it, then I have to look at it with a moral lens. I can't forget race because race has been in my life. Race has been in existence forever. So you can't forget about it. There is no forgetting about it. I can't forget about it, and I won't forget about it because race is a part of me. Race has been a part of my ancestors for centuries, for decades. Go tell that shit to your white saviors. You know what? You got that right. Hate will never end. But tell that to Trump. Tell that to JD Vance. Tell that to all these white conservatives who you see nothing but white faces. You see nothing but. Why don't you ask Jake Lane? Why don't you ask Richard Spencer? Why don't you ask all these fiends, these white fiends, why do you preach hatred so much? Because they want things the way that they were back in the what was the primary one? Back in the 1800s, little early 1900s, where white people were 88% white and blacks were 11%, now 13%, and Hispanics were only 4%. Now Hispanics rival us a good 2, I would say 15, 16%. But you don't have a problem with that, do you? No, you don't. Because you're disingenuous. At the end of the day, you are disingenuous. It is what it is.
So you think school shooters are justified?
If the school shooter only took out the bully, 100%. I say give a manslaughter a lot of weight for about 2 years.
The bully has family. Like
the bully should have been raised not to be a bully. That's what I say. I don't like bullies. So you asked me, I gave you. If the school shooter didn't shoot up the whole school and just focus on the bully, fine. It'd be one homicide.
That's what they did at Columbine. They let a lot of people, or not Columbine, but some school shooting.
Whatever. Okay, if one person that was not a bully to this person went away, that's a problem. Lock them away forever. But if you just take out the bully, give him manslaughter. I say maybe 2 to 5 years. Yeah.
Shit.
I have no problem with that.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's a world I would like to live in. 100%.
All right. Yeah, like I agree. Austin was a bully. The shitty what he did. He should just been chill and let him stay under the tent. But that didn't warrant being stabbed.
I don't think anyone's saying it warranted him being killed. Carmelo Anthony didn't even say it warranted him being killed. No one agrees with this straw man argument that people keep on bringing up. No one's saying, hey, you put handles on
what led to the stabbing? Why do you defend him?
Because it seems to be a case of self-defense. I don't understand. If Austin was alive, right?
It is.
Do you think that would strengthen his case of self-defense?
I mean, I don't even know. Maybe it might, because stabbing in the heart seems pretty. It seems like.
So once again, you keep on saying stabbing in the heart. I hear you. That's very visceral. But
no. Again, let me explain something to you. I don't care. You lose audiences all the time. I don't care. You get people who want you to just say the words, okay, he's guilty. And that's it. That's not me. That's not my makeup. Even black people say that he's guilty and was like, well, why is he guilty? Because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I was like, well, who the fuck are you to justify that? Who the fuck are you to justify a person who, if he wasn't supposed to be there or not, who are you? Who are you? You are not the law. You may know the I'll even say you may even know law, but you're not a lawman or a woman. So how do you expect me to listen to a 17-year-old kid tell me I need to leave, and other 17, 16-year-olds, I wish I might. I will be the one to stand up and punch you in the fucking face if I have to. If I tell you to leave me alone, abortion is murder. We would have to talk about that. If you tell me to move and you put your hands on me, meet your maker. That's all I got to say. That is all I have to say. That's all I got to stress to you about. Murder, abortion, or murder is a fact. Through what law? Through what law is abortion a fact? Not saying that I would abort my kids. I have my kids already. But for a woman, you see what I mean? This is how unfair the United States of America is. This is how unfair it is. You're telling me to just say either you have to say this or that's that. It don't work that way. I have this real crazy thing that I do. It's called thinking. And I guess thinking and protecting yourself at the same time is illegal in the United States of America. But yet let a Democrat be in office. Everybody will join hands and holy matrimony and say, we are one again. But a Republican get in there and is like, hey, yo, man, it is what it is. You either shit or get off the pot. You either on the team or you're off the team. Well, I guess I'll be off that motherfucker then. I will be off that motherfucker. Proud. So I'm not like you. I am not like any of your race, your creed, your color. I am not your ethnicity. I am a black man. I am a melanated man who likes my race of people, my culture of people. I am a Pan-African. That's my belief. That is my practice. That is my study. It's not my worship, but it's my study. If you stab someone over a shove, you're guilty. It wasn't just the shove. But that's the narrative that people have brainwashed you into saying, and you keep saying it, and then finally other people keep saying it, and you have the nerve to come on my chat live and try to express that shit to me. No, throw it in the trash. I turn on the compactor. It's done. It's donezo. It's donezo. Obviously you didn't see the tape. Obviously, you didn't see the tape in totality, completely. You didn't see it. Obviously, you weren't even paying attention to the witnesses that were for KAMELO. Obviously, you didn't pay attention to the experts, which I just played not too long ago. There was an expert, not Lucas, but there was an expert that laid it down perfectly what it was. You didn't listen. So I'm going to need you to go back and I'm going to need you to further do your research. That's what I'm going to need for you to do. Ain't nobody going to tell me how to think. Okay? Ain't nobody going to tell me how to think. Ain't nobody going to tell me how to feel. I don't care if it's one or many. Ain't nobody on the We-On-Loc Nation channel going to tell me how to think about nothing. You have your facts. I have mine. Let's compare numbers. Let's compare facts, if you would. Your belief is your belief. My beliefs are not required for you to believe what I believe. And that's your belief. If that's what you seen, then that's what you seen. Even though that's incomplete. That's definitely incomplete. All I saw was him running. Okay, he ran where? He ran where? Where did he run to? Where did he run to? If that's all you seen, and then you go to the witnesses. Well, the witnesses saw him, said he was wrong. What does that mean? Okay, let's compare facts then. Even though you're not going to listen, let's compare facts. The fact of the matter, he ran or was he pushed out? He ran away from what? He ran away from what? Let's you want to play these games, let's play these games. Obviously you ain't listening. You just like to listen to young folks like you like to listen just to listen. You're not listening, analyzing, comprehending. You don't do none of that shit. That's why this education system has failed. It has failed you. It has failed many. Because that's what white folks don't want competition. White folks wants to stay where they are. I'm talking about the elderly people who are in office. They want to just stay there for the rest of their lives and just collect money. So what are we talking about? You don't know how old I am. You do not know how old I am. If he was pushed out, he would have ran. He wouldn't have ran that far. Again, where did he run to? If you seen the tape, where did he run to? Let me say it again. If he ran out of the tent, where did he run to? Do I have to do my Umar thing again? Where did he run to? He ran to the gate. What gate? What? These people. God damn, man. He ran to the gate. It was a gate all around that mother. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He stopped. He stopped at a couple times along the way. Okay, let me help you out. He did run a few paces, then he stopped. Did he not? Did he not stop, slow down, and walk? He ran, stopped, slow down, and walked. Did he not do that? Lisa, that's pointless. It's pointless for white folks to even do that. So I don't even, you wasting words and breath and you putting that in the chat because the white folks didn't even want to do that. But did you, fuck age, did you see Carmelo run, stop, and start? Or run, stop, and walk? No, he didn't run again. No, he didn't. Even if he did run, where did he run to? I'm still stuck at that. Where did he run to? Or who did he run to? Did you or did you not see him run to an adult? Bruh, you either stupid or slow. Either stupid or slow. Whichever one. You said you seen the tape. There was people there. Where did he stop at? I think we need to run the tape again. As a matter of fact, I'll need to get off of this because this is ridiculous. I think we are biased. We are a biased people. We are very, very, very biased. Oh shit. Hold on. I think he's biased as hell. I think we just want to listen to what we listen to. This is ridiculous, bro. It turned into a race thing. Oh, I thought I was on. Oh, I was on that entire time. It's ridiculous to turn it into a race thing. That's because you don't believe in race. You people never did. But we lived through it. We lived through race. Many white people are biased. They see and hear. No, they do whatever they want. They do whatever they want based on their statuses, based on what they wield is power, wealth, and influence. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on that answer. Since you supposedly, allegedly saw the tape. But I guess I'm not going to get my answer. because these people are either just stupid, slow, or just straight blind. Because see, I don't know why I get the hatred. I don't know why. I don't know why I get a whole bunch of white folks coming into my chat hating on me just because I'm telling the truth. I just don't know why. If I hold a motherfucking mirror up to your fucking face and say, realize who you really are, and your whole legacy, your whole history just runs down from where we are right now in 2026 all the way where your ancestors were fucking us up at a whim, all because we're just a bright, vibrant, intelligent, beautiful race. If Dr. Khalil Muhammad was still alive, goddamn, woo! There's too much Martin Luther King in y'all motherfuckers. I put my life on the line. Oh boy, we got some military vet. I think. Put my life on the line to protect Americans. Okay. You know how many times I've heard that from so many people. I put my life on the line for Americans. Americans. Define America. Define America. Just define it. Define America. I think, hopefully you're not black, first and foremost. I think a lot of people have given up on the truth of how America is so damn inconsistent. It's just so inconsistent and practices inconsistency. I think most of you people have really given up and you just want a seat at the fucking table. You want to eat well. You are begging. You guys are begging for an illusion. I think you need to listen back to George Carlin. Even George Carlin, a white guy, exposed America for what it really is. He exposed it. And normally I don't listen to white folks, but I listen clearly of his statements. He's been doing that for 50, 60 years. You have some white men who have a black wife. I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem, Lisa. I think that's the problem. You get with a black wife and all of a sudden you have integrity. You have a sense of morality. Please stop. Just stop. Spare me. Spare me. Because if you really did care, you would immediately point out to the people who are literally gaslighting us every day, Trump, tell us to do right by us. To do right by us. And if you think Trump is doing right by y'all, y'all are mistaken. Trump is giving y'all the middle finger. He can't even stay awake long enough. You should not be at the gas pump, for example. We should not be at the gas pump making life decisions. Excuse me. Americans are countrymen. There's no illusion. We see our people as green, purple, white. Anybody who says that is gaslighting. Anybody who says I don't see color I don't see color. Gaslighting. You can't say that to me and get away with it. You're not on my live. You ain't. You in the wrong chat, buddy. You in the wrong chat, buddy, for that. I mean, you might as well be a Wesley Hunt or something, a Wesley Hunt or a Clarence Thomas or whoever. But I don't know. But that does not slide. That does not slide. Boy, but I think you definitely need to see that video again.
And what it shows me is that he's very much innocent, because you're going through too much so that he doesn't have a fair trial. So it tells me right there that he's innocent, because if he did what you said he did, you wouldn't be wasting your time trying to make sure he doesn't get
I guess
to have a new trial.
Correct. And I want to let people know the jealousy is from this. Andrew, Anthony, Kayla Hayes, Anthony, they have done an excellent job of providing, raising, nurturing, and being there for their kids. They also did an excellent job of making sure their kids didn't have to go through things that maybe they saw growing up in their lives. Nobody should fault them for that. They moved them to Texas, to North Texas. They gave them an excellent life. They gave them a nurturing life. That man worked hard every day so his wife can be at home and be involved and make sure their kids had everything they had. That woman has guilt right now because she wished she could have been there that day when she was taking care of something else. Those are things that this family was doing for each other. They made sure that
who are you talking about?
Had everything they had, and because of these entitled
who is he talking about?
Bullies and the whole family, from Jeff Metcalf on down, they had the caucasity to be in the Anthony's business and worry about how they were providing for their family. Even to the point after he got arrested, they had people riding through their gated community in the back of a truck with weapons, running around screaming and hollering. For what reason? And it's like, y'all both are in Frisco. Why are you mad that neither one of y'all work here? That's your fault.
Dude,
That's
this is a private investigator. What are you talking about?
For working at a pizzeria. And so at the end of the day, we just need to understand that from the beginning of when they got here, I ain't talking about us, but when they got here, those folks have not liked anything that we've ever done or stood for. And to them, we're not supposed to ever have that. Neither one of us supposed to have these cell phones to even be on these moments or devices in their eyesight, because the caucasity of them says that we're not supposed to. But I'm going to tell everybody, leave the Anthonys alone. Those people have done nothing but work hard, provide, and they were met with a situation that they didn't know how to deal with. So they trusted a lot of people, and they just didn't know what else to do. Leave Dominique Alexander alone. I'm going to say that now. Because the man he was just the spokesperson. He didn't know what to do as well, outside of what he was told to do. That's just bottom line. He can advise, but he can. These people have done everything they could. That man was up there in Chicago with Obama and them the other day. And I know he's told a lot of those well-to-do people about this Carmelo Anthony thing because he was posting about it. And so people need to understand that the campaign right now is to make sure that anybody that stands up for Carmelo is discredited and put out the pasture. That's all this is about. I just received a death threat just today. I've been receiving them every day.
Wow.
And that's just what this thing is about. Understand that part, that it's about discredit.
So if he's getting death threats, did you hear that, Lisa? If Dwayne, an investigator, is getting death threats, and the judge, the judge a year ago when Carmelo Anthony was in jail, and his bond, I think, was set for $1 million or something like that. But one of the black judges, the black female judge, who is a Republican, by the way, set him loose on a lighter bond, or later let him go, she received death threats. No different from when I received death threats. And people coming in my comment section acting a fool. So what does this tell you? What does it tell you? I already know what it is with me. I already know what it is. And guess what? I love it because it exposes each and every single day how prejudiced, how bigoted this world really is. I guess that's your answer. But Carmela's beautiful, but she is stupid. These dudes hate women. Now, I'm not a big Kamala Harris fan. I'm a Jasmine Crockett fan. But if I have to go on those polls, if I had a choice to pick between Kamala, if she wants to run again, if I had to pick Jasmine Crockett if she wants to run, or if I had to pick Michelle Obama if she wants to run, guess what? If I can pick all three, I'll pick all three. I would pick all three candidates. I said, is it a possibility that I could have a VP and another VP? But you can only pick one. So Michelle says she doesn't want to run, so I have my two choices already set. Kamala Harris as the president of the United States, Madam President of the United States of America, and Jasmine Crockett as the VP. I'm good. I'm set. Bro, you're just only picking because of the skin. Dude, okay. Usually I would say this, but I'm gonna be wise today. I don't know what your motivation is. I guess you just want to seat at the table too. From how you are typing in the chat, how you believe that um, racism is non-existent because you believe that you have this thing about you, and most of these black conservatives have the same mindset, is that this country is better off than it was before under this administration. You are delusional as hell. As a matter of fact, you and the rest of these black conservatives need your own island. Just get your own island, man. Live free. Live free and blossom and sleep with these white women. I mean, just go on and do what you do. But don't bring your ass back over here. Because I don't think some of these FBAs, and I'm not FBA, some of these FBAs will not allow you to come back here. And I am not FBA by any means. I'm a Pan-African. I believe my brothers and sisters, but some of you are so coonish. I don't have nothing for you. So just purchase your own island and just stay there. If you believe that you have a choice, not a choice, but if you have the freedom of liberty, if you have the freedoms of liberty, if you have freedoms of liberty on your side, you are very delusional. Here we go with that shit. Have you ever been to Africa? What country are you from? What country I'm from? I'm from a country called fresh off of a black conservative's ass. You're making me homesick. But no, it doesn't matter. And yes, no, I haven't been to Africa, but my aunt has dozens of times. Shouts out to Burkina Faso. Shouts out to Ibrahim Traoré, who was building Burkina Faso in the most beautifulest way ever. Beautiful. I wish we can build Dubai. I wish we could build Dubai in America, but y'all just Malcolm X, you know what? Malcolm X said this. You had the field Negro and the house Negro. Obviously, I would be the field Negro. And this is the house Negro. A house is like, man, I'm sick. I'm sick. No, we sick. We sick. Go and say it. We sick. But seriously, if you think liberty is on your side, it's not. Stop with this delusion, thinking that these people are on your side. They're not. If they will put their cousins, their nieces, their nephews, their kids, their kids. I'm talking about white people in general. If they can, if you were like if you were the first person that they saw, you think you have a place in their future. If you think by all purpose means that white folks have a place for black people in their future, you are dead wrong. And it's a shame that we have to go through this. That boy is innocent. I'm a fucker.